say two different places. I was born in New York. I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens, New York, and in Jamaica, Queens. You know, I was raised with shots, you know, and crack vials in the playground, and you know, and just wild times in New York. I had a friend that died when we were 13, which really prompted us moving down to North Carolina. So I came down here, and you can say I'm born in New York and refined in the South. You know what I'm saying? So I own two 95 Nissan 240 SXs. I got them, one when I was 17, about to be 18 years old. I originally had a Prelude, like a 92 with four-wheel steering. It was amazing car, and I wrecked it, and I got this, which actually had a salvage title when I first bought it. And you know, it was kind of, you know, it's kind of the horror. You know, you do whatever to it because it's not really worth anything. You know, on books it's not worth anything, but it's, you know, it's worth something to me.
Yeah.
My gold car I got maybe about 5 or 6 years ago from a buddy of mine that didn't want to sell it to this white boy that was trying to him down to like $500 for the car. So he asked me if I would take it, you know, and threw me a deal like $900 with a blown engine, and I got it, and you know, put rims on it, and redid the engine, and you know, I have two 240s. What made me purchase this was my Prelude that I got before it. I had before it. My dad bought it for me, and it was a red Prelude. I had this asphyxiation with red because my uncle, his actual best friend growing up, my Uncle John had a red Corvette, Z06. It was nasty. It was a nasty Corvette, and it was red. So when my dad bought me a red car, you know, it was, I want to be a car guy, and you know, like this, you make the decision, you know what I'm saying? And when I wrecked that, I wanted something equally as intriguing as my Prelude, and at the time, it was 2001 when I bought this, before Fast and the Furious, before people knew what this was, you know. And I got into it, and I got into the JDM thing, and after I got into JDM, like that was it. I mean, you know, it does it to you, you know. The Nissan brand, Toyota brand, you know, I just kind of fell into the Nissan, you know. I needed that rear-wheel drive, that power. The red car, it's mostly my fun car. Like it'll probably be more for show. I do want to learn how to drift though, but at this point it's having mechanic friends remove my power plant, put it in a shell, and go beat up the shell, you know what I'm saying, and then removing it and put it back in, you know what I'm saying, when I'm done learning how to drift. Yeah. So that's kind of where I am. I just wanted to build something to where, you know, it's mine, and I built the engine up, and I have something to show off. You know, I wanted to pull up, have pull-up game strong. That's what I wanted, you know. And you know, you work enough and you get it. You know, you just gotta stay dedicated. So now the gold one is different. I kind of just want it to be more of a sleeper. That's why I want to bottom mount turbo it, and you know, nothing too serious. Maybe about 300 horsepower, just something enough to have fun. But I want to keep it, you know, keep the back seats in it and everything, so my kids can get in it, you know, and we can have some fun, and then I can get them hooked on the horsepower adrenaline, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? On my red car, I'll pull out the list. On the red car, I've got a Borg Warner S256 turbo with an AGP quick spool down hot side on it. I've got ARP head studs. 20 overbore pistons, eagle rods. The engine was bored and honed. My heads were redone. I had a complete rebuild kit with oil, water pump. You know what I'm saying? It was a brand new engine, 300ZX mass airflow, kinetic head gasket, top feed, fuel rail, 1000cc injectors, front mount intercooler, a Walboro 255 fuel pump. Everything, all piping is 3-inch, you know, from the intake to the exhaust. Well, what I've got in the gold car, I've got, it's a KAT engine as well, 2.4 liter. I've got a T25 turbo from the SR20 with 370cc injectors. New pistons for the KA24 that I didn't put in the red car. The engine that's in that gold car actually came from this grandma that had less than 90,000 miles on it when I bought it. So as of right now, she still stands at under 100,000 miles on the engine, which I think is pretty cool. KAT, I've got a bottom mount turbo manifold. It's 2.5-inch exhaust all the way through. It's not going to be as extensive as this. I've got 300ZX brakes for it. I've got ARP head studs, and the what is it called? The head gasket, kinetic head gasket that's in there. You know, and all the gauges. I got an XD clutch with lightweight flywheel. I've got the Walboro 255 in it, and a test pipe for the exhaust. I think that's it for the gold car. But yeah, I mean, even it's just a lot, you know. With both cars having 2 projects, it's a lot, you know. A lot to keep up with, a lot to deal with, a lot to have, you know. But it's fun, you know. It's a drug, man. It's, you know, that adrenaline. And then when you finally get to turn the car over and hear the engine run, that's why you do it. Come here. Stay right here. So, this is my oldest daughter. This is Alani. She'll be 13 years old this year. Should be a teenager. This is my middle child, Kalaya. She's 9 years old. This is my son, Yiria. He'll be 2 actually in a couple months. And these are my kids. Trying to get them into the 240 game. Which car is my favorite? That's like asking which child is my favorite, kinda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have a love for both of them. This one because, I mean, she's been with me the longest. That one because, I mean, she looks the best. You know, it was, you know, if I could do it again, that's what I would do. And this one was just kind of the whatever car, you know. And you really, not many people get a chance to do both, you know. So, which one do I love? I love the 240. I love that one. I love the 240. So, you know, whichever one y'all want to say that is, yes, that's the one I like.
So go ahead.
Okay. My name is Bill Coleman, better known in the Hebrew world as Eliezer. These are my kids, Alani, Kalaya, and Yiria. These are my babies, and then these are my babies. Hope you enjoy.
you don't understand everything you have done. Why is everything so wrong? This is a happy end. Come